Christmas season is almost upon us, and I noticed this time of year some of my cheaper builds, like this little Hyper Go, I think it's 1/12 or 1/14 scale, aluminum chassis, little RC car. These get quite a few views. I think people are looking at stuff maybe they can buy as Christmas presents. So if you haven't watched the review on this, I'll link to it down below, and you can go watch that. Pretty good little car. Another one I have is this 1/12 scale Rlaarlo four-wheel drive buggy, and this one's also getting a lot of views lately. So I think what's happening is people are looking for those Christmas gifts. So I have a new one today from Rlaarlo that may just be the Christmas gift you're looking for. So today we're gonna unbox this mini RC truck. So it's kind of like, maybe it's a little bit like the new Mini Max from Traxxas, but we're gonna take a look at this, and this is not an RTR. So what I've actually bought here and what we'll see in this box is a almost ready to run. So needs some electronics, needs a radio, and needs to paint the body. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna take it out and we're gonna put the electronics in and paint the body and go see how this new Rlaarlo works. So stick around. Alright, so let's look inside this box and see what we got. I haven't opened it yet. Oops. It came a few days ago. There we go. And there we can see. Now we know it's called the Omni-Terminator. Okay? So this is the roller version without electronics. So let's pull this Rlaarlo out. We can see a couple things already. 775 aluminum written down there. Carbon fiber suspension arms. Oh, that looks interesting. Yeah, let's see, what do we get inside? All right, so we got our box out, upside down. We look at it. It has, this looks like carbon fiber. I bet you it's just carbon over plastic, or it looks like carbon fiber, or it might be carbon fiber, I don't know. So it's four-wheel drive. We have metal, steel, hopefully, gear diffs, and we have 3 diffs. We have center diff, and we have front and back diff, which is cool. So 3 diffs. It says carbon fiber version, so I guess maybe it's really carbon fiber. In the illustration, they have a brushless motor on it, but we're not getting the motor. On this side, we see the chassis, and with the motor and ESC and stuff installed. And on this side, getting a look at those steel diffs with ball bearings. Looks like aluminum shocks as well, so looks quite well put together. All right, let's look inside the box. Inside the box, first thing we get is our manual and a bunch of parts. We'll take a look at that in a moment. This is heavy. Cool. Under that, we have our truck with the clear body. So I bet you it just pulls out with the 2 side boxes. Yeah, here we go. And there is our truck chassis. Now, the wheels aren't on it. Oh, there's carbon fiber inside the arms. Oh, that should be nice and stiff. So this looks like a 1/12. Definitely not a 1/10. It says Mini 10 on the box, but definitely not a 1/10. 1/12. Looks like a nice little package there. In these boxes on the side, we have our tires. I'll just pull those out. We have the tires, a little bit plasticky, a little bit hard. These aren't going to be the most gripping tires, but however, they will probably wear really well, last a long time. So we'll just pull out the tires. Rid of that cardboard. And there is the truck and chassis. So let's pull out these pins that are captured so you don't lose them, which is kind of nice. And we have our little clear body so we can do some painting, make it our own. Looks relatively thick, not a bad body. There must be a plastic front piece for that, so we'll look for that. So there must be some plastic attachments on the back too. We see some holes, so there's probably some plastic pieces that go on after the body is painted. Very nice. And here is our chassis. Looking good. We got aluminum uprights. We have a light kit installed. There's some wiring there for it. Box for a receiver, so there'd be a cover to put on that. Hopefully my receiver fits. Might have to look for one that fits. Shocks feel relatively good. They're aluminum. They have they're threaded. The caps are also aluminum, and they're covered in plastic, protected. So we have metal here, aluminum here, aluminum shock tower on the back. Our diffs and everything, as we saw in the pictures, are center diff. We have diff front and back. They're all metal. These support braces are carbon. That's carbon sheet. You can see the lines in it. So not fake carbon, real carbon. And the chassis is nicely decorated. Looks like a cyberpunk skull and some claws that look like they came from Monster Energy, which is cool. Very, very nice chassis. These plastics are supposedly improved, better plastics. The gray plastics look pretty solid. These arms are solid on the bottom, and on the top they have carbon pieces. Now on some of my designs, I have actually put carbon, like on my Blitzer Beetle, I put carbon inside the arms that come for the Blitzer Beetle to stiffen them up. So that's not a bad solution, having a carbon plate in the arms. That should make them much stiffer and stronger. Generally, it looks pretty nice. So let's see what is in this big bag we got here. There should be some parts for the body, and there should be some parts for the wheels. There should be several things. Top of the receiver box. So in here, first thing, let's see, we have a manual for the Omni-Terminator, our card for the Omni-Terminator, and it lists all the nice Rlaarlo aluminum parts you can upgrade everything with if you want to. You know, they're kind of going down Tamiya's path here with everything can be replaced by aluminum. Problem with aluminum is it bends, and then you throw it away and you buy it again, whereas plastic holds up better in many situations. So we even have full aluminum diffs, which is cool. I mean, they look really nice. No one sees them, but they look great. We can get paddle tires, get sand tires for it. That's interesting. As a four-wheel drive, those front ones wouldn't be driving much. You could even get foam tires. You want to turn this into a street racer. That's interesting. So we got a little card there, upgrades. Rlaarlo has lots of upgrades. Sometimes they're harder to find than other brands. So here's the product instruction manual. And it comes in many languages. And we have all our parts. And you have exploded views. So the body will have a grill and rails on the roof and a tailpiece. So see the holes for those. More exploded views. So no real instructions. Get some nice, not bad, a little dark on those images, but how the truck works. So pretty good showing. And then what else comes in this bag? Well, Omni-Terminator screws for the wheelie. How to install the wheelie wheels. So I don't know if that's in here. So we actually get a wheelie wheel set, wheelie bar, stickers for the windows. I think I'll mask and do paint. Or maybe not. Maybe I'll use stickers. We'll see. Some more stickers if you really like Rlaarlo and you want to put them on the bumper of your car, I guess. And, oh wow, there's so much stuff in here. A Rlaarlo scarf. So it's kind of, this would be a good Christmas gift. If you give it to someone who wants to build, you get lots of cool little surprises in here. Omni-Terminator. So whatever you want to use that for, maybe keep the air pollution out of your lungs. You can use that. Window mask. So I think we will paint the windows. That's what I was looking for. Window mask. All right, let's see what else is in the bag. We do have that wheelie bar already built. We got the screws for it. Just gotta stick it on. We have, this is the grill and the rear wing, the rear pieces for the body. So that's the body kit. Some straps for our battery. So in this version, it takes a bigger battery. You put the ESC in the middle, I guess. Foam pieces, I guess that's for the battery box. Different size batteries. Some extra parts for diffs. 2 pinion gears. Not sure the size on them, but we got 2 pinion gears. Some diff seals. Tamiya style wrench. That's something to do with the body mounts, I think. Not sure what that is. And a couple zip ties. So quite a few parts. So for my dual motor Rlaarlo, I have the original motors. So these are, I forget, caution hot, 3900 kV motors. So I have those motors. I have 2 of them. This will only accept 1. And I have the Rlaarlo speed controller, 120 amp speed controller. So I'm just going to use those in here. And I believe you have to put the speed controller, the ESC, somewhere in there. I think that's where it's gotta mount. So I'm going to install those for electronics, and we're going to have an OMG servo. I don't know where I put it, but I have an OMG servo somewhere. So just like my typical OMG servo, so we're going to put the servo in. It goes in this space here somewhere, because that's where the arm is. So we're going to install those, and then for a radio, I'm going to see which receiver fits in that box, and we'll go with that radio. I might just pull a Rlaarlo receiver and radio from a different car. All right, so I'm going to get everything installed, and got to paint the body. So I'm not sure what paints to do. I have dozens, so I'll decide that. We'll go outside and we'll paint up this body. All right, let's get to work. Okay, so we got the body painted. Got all the plastics on it. It is coming along quite nicely. I quite like this truck so far. We're not done building yet, so I run into a roadblock of sorts. A few roadblocks. So I'm fitting this motor from the Rlaarlo AK race car. It's longer than it's made for. So the mount, the plastic mount that mounts the servo, wouldn't fit, and then I discovered it's 4 different servo, and also I have this up here, so I had to order some parts. So I'll show you what I ordered. Now I ordered twice, so I got 2 different sets of parts from Rlaarlo. So the truck comes with this servo mount and receiver box, and they go together. But because I put in that long motor, it doesn't fit in the space, so I can't. It doesn't fit in the space, so I can't use that, and it's also plastic anyway, so not so great. So I ordered some things from Rlaarlo, and first I was like, oh, I need the correct mounts and servo. So I couldn't find a servo that was any better than Rlaarlo's servo, so I bought this little mini servo that will fit their mini mount perfectly. And I ordered these aluminum servo mounts. It's a nice green aluminum from Rlaarlo. And I ordered a aluminum servo horn from Rlaarlo. This doesn't even come with a paper packaging, but it's from Rlaarlo. And then I was looking around their sales site on Taobao, and I saw this. They sell an adapter to use a full-size servo. So that's what I'm going to do. I am going to use a full-size servo and put in this OMG normal-size servo. And that should fit. I haven't checked it, actually. Oops. I haven't checked it, actually. Everything's in the same package. Just eyeballing things. Yes, it will fit. So I'm going to put a normal size servo if I can make it fit with that motor. If not, I have the aluminum mounts, etc. for the Rlaarlo size servo, and I also bought a new servo horn. So I spent, I don't know, $30 or $20 extra just to do that, and it's just because my electronics are too big for this Rlaarlo. Another thing I got to do is take out this mount here. This is for the kit standard, or the RTR standard ESC. This ESC does not fit, so I'm going to take that out so I can put in longer batteries on edge. So we're going to adjust that. So when that's done, we'll be able to take it outside and run it. So that's where we are right now. I think this is going to be a I don't know, maybe a Max Mini killer, because this is quite well put together. I'm impressed. Alright, let's get that finished up, and then we'll go outside and run it. Okay, so we got it outside. It's going to be on 3S. I got a 3S battery fitted, but I realized this ESC and everything, 4S. I just don't have a 4S battery that fits, but maybe I'll try that in the future. If it's controllable on 3S, maybe it's controllable on 4S. Just power it on. Let's see what happens. Pretty fast. Hard to control. Already broke it. You know what? I never put the screw in to hold the arm for the steering. I forgot to put the screw in. So alright. So, gotta go back inside and put a screw in. Wild. I think my motor, I think it's a little too much. I think my motor slid. My motor slid out. The battery's out. Alright. The gears are all grinding, so gotta do a little bit of work and see what the result is. So I guess I'll go home and do that now. It's getting cold, it's getting dark. Tomorrow, try again. Gears not bad. Set the braking on the CSC, so she tends to flip. Let's see what we got. Stop. What do we think? Maybe 30. 56 kilometers per hour. That's pretty quick. And I mean, if I had a nice straight area with no people in it, it'd be faster than that. Besides the fact that I kind of lost a bunch of footage from this camera from smashing it, everything's gone kind of well. It's gone quite well. Chassis is in good shape, no bends in it, and I haven't been easy on it. So I think like these are like $100, $150. This is the builder's kit, so it's about $100. I think if you have a kid, Christmas coming, or if you're not a kid, if you're like me, these are worth picking up. Get a brushless one. I'm running 3S. The ESC and motor I put in can take 4S, so I can actually put 4S on. I don't think the truck will handle it. The wheels hold up quite good. They feel stiff, but under 3S they work really well. I'm impressed with Rlaarlo, what they're doing for such little money. Nice aluminum shocks. Like, the thing is solid. It does flip every now and then, but it is quite a short wheelbase, so what do you expect? The wheelie bar is good. The only problem I have is my paint job. And you've seen in the video where I'm painting it, it's quite cold. And when I paint when it's cold, sometimes it doesn't adhere well. When it crashes, it flakes off. So I have a few flakes. Paint coming off. Other than that, nothing's broke. The gears sound terrible. Yesterday, the pinion grub screw backed off. That's actually what happened. I forgot to put the screw into the servo horn. A couple dumb mistakes. Nothing fell apart today. This thing has been bashed and crashed like crazy. I think I'd like to compare it to an HPI 1/12 or to a Minimax from Traxxas. I think for the money though, this is going to beat it. Those arms are amazing. Carbon fiber, solid backs. This is a great little truck. So Christmas is coming. Don't want to spend too much money. I think this is a good choice. So I'd like to take this moment to say thanks to all my viewers. 2024 is almost over and it's been a good year. Didn't have quite as many videos out this year as previous because I'm more busy than I used to be. Also, my house is full of RC cars and I don't have much space left for any more.